Hi, it's me, Esther. I had a very strange experience today. I'm in Missouri right now. I've been here about 2 months already. Last May, I was really busy because I was just moving to here and then left my things in a storage, and then I had to, travel back to California to visit my daughters and for my oldest daughters and then graduation in college. So I was very busy traveling around far distance. So I have moved so many times. I've been moving. So I was traveling about, let's say, a week something until I came back here. Anyway, I use Venmo for sending money, rent payment, or if someone wants to send me money, then I can use it. I usually use it for rent. So, but there was a one transaction, kind of unusual amount was withdrawn sometime on May. So I was kind of wondering what that was. I don't usually use it for rent payment. So I was kind of questioning about that. So what was that? Was my Venmo account was hacked and then somebody was trying to steal money away from my account, or was there error from the company? So I wanted to check, but I haven't got a chance to do that because I've been busy. Finally today, when I was rearranging my checkbooks, and then I remembered that, so I called to Venmo customer service center. I went through the questions on the answering machine, and so I waited for my turn, until the operator can be connected to me, and then they finally connected to me, and so I explained what happened. Like, hey, I'm not sure what happened, but this is unusual amount we withdrew, and I want to know who that was, the name of the person or the business name, could be a store or something. So to find out if whether those names can remind me what it was, then or if I cannot recall those names, must be something error, then I need a refund. Then this person says that we don't know the names. So I thought, okay, they should know the name. But then it seemed like they have no record of it, stuff. So, and then this person said, oh, I can connect you to somebody more expert. I guess some other department, So here's another lady talking to me. So I think I asked her again, like, hey, I want to know who took the money out. That's my main concern, like, to find out, because I could have forgot, or because I don't usually use Venmo for anything else. I usually use a card, debit card. She said, we don't give out the personal information, so we can give you the name, stuff. And then she was kind of trying to set up some kind of something to do with the dispute, So kind of, I think what she was trying to do was kind of to take a look into the case, and then if there was an error, then they could refund me something. So probably they will check what really happened first, something like that. So she was trying to do that, and then I felt like oh, she's rushing on that. Maybe I don't need it. I just need to know the name of the person who took the money out first. But then she kept, telling me no, so she was trying to do that. And then after I asked her a few more times, and she kind of like finally saying the name, which was, Lyft. As soon as I heard the name Lyft, I remembered, there was one time I used Lyft, by the time like in the middle of May, when I was very busy traveling around. Because I took the Lyft taxi to pick up my car after I left my things in storage in here in Missouri. And then when I was going back to old house to pick up my car, so I said, that's what I needed. That's the answer I need. I don't need to do what you're doing, so please stop that, please cancel that. And then as soon as she heard me saying that, she said, no, we already done it. So I thought she could cancel it. It just done about 5 minutes ago or something. And then she said, no, we can't do that. And, we already set up, so you do that. And then she just hung up on me. I was still talking. So this is kind of like a really bad situation because I don't need it. She made it kind of worse, If she really pay attention to what I wanted, and then it could be just a miscommunication somewhat, I don't know what she. So by the way, maybe she wanted to, do it fast or whatever it is. So, I feel bad because she hung up on me without trying to finish the conversation, I feel bad that I didn't want they go ahead and continue this service, whatever accidentally set up, and then I didn't want them to reaching out to the taxi company and to try to make them to refund whatever or causing any trouble, because this is kind of big sin that I didn't want. Now I have to call back again and wait on the line. It was kind of close to evening. I don't know what time they close or whatever. So when I try to call back again, and I really hope that I wouldn't have to talk to the same lady who hung up on me because she just doesn't want to help. So second time when I called again, and there was a man talking to me. I was explaining to him again what happened, stuff. And then, but he was acting kind of weird. After he picked up the phone call, I could hear him really clearly and very closely. But he says like, hello, 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 hello. It's strange. I can't hear you. And I said, can you hear me? And I can hear him so clearly. Okay, and I need to speak up more then. So I said, hello, can you hear me now? Stop. He's still kind of like a, hello, hello. And so I thought he must be joking, That was kind of funny. Connection was really good, but then he was acting like he cannot hear anything. It can happen, so I didn't know whether I could believe him or not. And he sounded like a weird, and like when you're on the line like that with a customer service, and they can hang up on you right away because there are a lot of phone calls waiting. I was kind of really nervous because this guy can hang up on me, anytime. I try to hold on to him, but then in a way, I felt like maybe this guy is just acting like, just like a comedian, some reason. And then I felt like maybe he heard what happened between me and the other lady, maybe she was upset and she complained to the other workers next to her, so probably they already knew about me. So maybe he was acting like just a payback instead of her or something. It can happen, right? It's sad, but because they have same jobs, they could understand each other. Like they could treat some customers who are difficult as their enemies stuff. So I kind of had a feelings like maybe this guy is acting up that way purposely, which is mean. But I was right because when he was keep saying hello, hello, I was nervous, right? Because I didn't want him to hang up, because I had to stop that program they already set up, So, but this guy was, acting like he cannot hear me anything. I was telling him that, if you cannot hear me, then can you call me back? Because you have my number. Sometimes, there's some companies, they call you back because they have your number. So that's what I said. Not all of them do that, but I was hoping he can do that. And I said that. He made a mistake. He could just pretend that he couldn't hear me at all and then just make a joke on me, till the end. But he just simply answered my, question. He said, "Oh well, to protect personal information, we're not supposed to call you guys back. Something like that." He said that. That means he just heard me exactly what I said, right? So I knew that he was just playing with me. That was really not nice of him doing that. So I said, yes, please. And then he said he's gonna connect me to someone else, like the other lady, which could be a little expert on this matter, I guess. So, okay, I said, yeah, go ahead, but do not connect me with the same person. He connected me to someone else, and this lady, new lady, was on the phone. And then I said, I hope you're not the same person. And then she says, no, I'm not the same person. This is my first case. I just started, something. So, okay. So now I kind of had to explain to her without knowing. I thought she didn't know, but it sounds like she already knew too, like the other guy. It could happen because the other lady, when she was leaving, she could complain to them about me, So, by the way, so what I was explaining to her, yeah, I was a little upset, about what happened with the other lady on the phone. So I was kind of telling her how I feel about it, and then she didn't say anything for a few seconds, and I felt like we were disconnected. So I didn't want to happen. I need this done today, before it goes too far. So I was saying, hello, are you still there? And she said, yeah, I'm still here. And she didn't really sound care about me. So I felt like okay, some reason she didn't like me to talk about it. Well, anyways, I understand because people who work in customer service centers, people they get a lot of the complaints, and people can get really stressed out, and then in a small little box, and the way how they are working is very stressful. So I try not to, give them a difficult time, but then, as I had some trouble with the other lady, and the way how she did it was not really respectful or helpful. So I felt a little bit upset. That's why I was kind of like explain to that, which would sound like a complaint to the other person, and none of them wanted to hear. I guess obviously, so that's why the other one was playing, just joking around, teasing me as if I'm invisible, something like that. And this lady was kind of like so I feel odd. So I kind of like okay. She said at least she cannot cancel it. She said okay, which just happened about 5 or 10 minutes ago. They can cancel it, and then it's gonna take and then. But then she can talk to the other department that went over there. And she can tell them, about what happened. So please do not pursue that. That's what she can do for me. So okay, then that's fine. Then how long does it take? And then she said it takes about 10 days. Like, what? So during the 10 days, they're gonna put my account in a restriction, something like, I feel like I'm gonna be punished, somewhat, because of the miscommunication with the other person. So during the time, and I cannot use the Venmo account. After she does that, and I said, "What's my next step?" She said, "The other department people will contact me through email. So they're gonna ask me to send them 2 pictures. One for picture of my ID." And then the other one is for me holding the same ID as a selfie picture, so that they can notify that it's me. So then the case will be dismissed. I don't understand why it takes that long time. According to her, she said, because they have so many people waiting, so first come, first serve. So it takes long like that. At least I could stop making it go furthermore, which was good. But then the other 2 people were not very kind. So it was not a pleasant experience for me to get help. And I appreciate the last person to help me out at least, and because she didn't hang up on me. I had to let her go. I didn't feel really good after that. First was okay because I spoke with the 4 people in total, by the way, to get this help. And then, eventually it got worse. It was not the best help I got, because this is something I could prevent. But then, because of the miscommunication somewhere around, I think the second person, if she listened to me carefully and she could simply let me know, then I didn't have to go through this. But somewhere around, it didn't happen. That's why it went to the wrong direction. And then it gave me an unpleasant experience and inconvenience. To think about other people, how they behave, especially the guy. I remember that some of the comedies and people, some comedians, they act like that it makes people laugh a lot, right? I laughed also with that comedy. Hello, hello, when they were talking to someone on the phone, and then when they don't want to hear from this person because this person is keep talking and then irritating, instead of hung up on it, then just pretend like they can't hear anything. They have a bad connection, stuff. Hello, hello, is anybody there? I can't hear you, stuff, That was comedy. But I didn't know that some people are really doing that in real life, That is really disrespectful, That is really bad, treating another person like a fool. This type of behaviors, it's sad. He turned out like he was doing that, and then I realized it, because it's just one mistake. He heard me, he answered me, He cannot be a successful comedian, by the way. I was really upset, and I felt bad, I felt like I was a nobody, with the way how they treated me like that way. Yeah, I understand the job was kind of stressful, and they have no room in their heart to listen to somebody else's stress. But still, they are professional. They should be professional. And I think most companies, like customer services like that, they usually record all the phone calls. I guess when they need some proof, when they are in trouble, for legal wise or whatever, evidence they can use. And also that's for training purposes, for their employees not doing job properly, then they could train them better, or they can let them go if they're not really helpful serving the clients, respect manner, then they have to let them go, something like that. So they usually act better. Some of them still kind of like losing tempers, and then they just hang up, like that. But they're not quite often, because they are being watched, But then this company, Venmo, probably they don't have that kind of system, I guess. When they record, they usually give people notice ahead and before you are connected to them. This phone call will be recorded, something like that. But then they didn't do that, so I guess they don't record. Maybe that's why they could do that, they could hang up like that, walk away. Or like this guy acting like a comedian, He cannot do that if they record it, and then he could just lose his job right away, right? Being so not professional way. So when I see this, definitely they should record all the phone calls. They didn't do it, that's why they were doing that, because there's no proof. God says in the Bible, treat others the way how you want to be treated. And also, He teaches us how to associate with others godly way. I can just only deliver the meaning of it. Like, treat others as if they are better than you. Usually, most of us in this world treat others less than us, right? That's why we just not being respectful to them. We just put down on them easily, right? Especially when we don't like them. When they seem like they don't have much respect, make other people easily get hurt. I don't think any of us had a good day today, because none of us, whatever we say, the word we use can let someone live or die. There's a Korean parable, something like this. One kind word can waive your $1 million something. You might not be exact the meaning, but kind of close enough. Okay, so sometimes people, when they are really touched by someone's kind word or kind action, they become generous, right? So they want to pay you back good way.